I am JP of the JP Blues Band. I am representing the Atlanta Blues Society in the 2015 International Blues Challenge. When I was 11, my first guitar was a Sheraton-II, a Blondie, and it was twice, the size of me. I would sit there, reach out, and so I took lessons, and actually my first riff was this little like hoochie coochie kind of thing. And from there I was like, oh man, I just like this. And I learned a pentatonic scale, and then all of a sudden it kind of just all clicked with me. So I started listening to artists like Stevie Ray Vaughan and B.B. King and Muddy Waters and Luther Allison and his son Bernard Allison. But I was always into Epiphones. So when I was on tour with an Australian artist named Annie Piper, and we were playing the House of Blues in Chicago, and I walked into Guitar Center and I was like, everyone's buying something, I need to fit in. So so I saw this blue, this blue ES339, and I sat down with it, and I remember just being like, wow, this is the tone that I'm looking for. It's full, it will really help out the three-piece. So just gelled with it, and this has been my go-to ever since. This is my baby, this is my life. The JP Blues Band formed in 2008 up in New York with bassist John Young, who's went on to play in the hip hop scene with Ryan Leslie, and drummer Pat Atkins, who played with Gary U.S. Bonds, Little Richard, and after competing in IBC, and we released 2 CDs with that band. Die Happy was our first one, and I Will Not Go Quietly. And I Will Not Go Quietly actually charted on the Roots Music Report charts, and it hit #4 nationally. And then I packed up and moved to Georgia, and I had to form a new band. So now I'm touring with Shiloh Bloodworth on drums and Tony Hossery on bass. And we came out with a CD called Make Room at the Table. That's our latest release. And it also charted on RMR, and it crossed over into the jam band charts. So it's, we've been really happy with the success so far. So now we're going to IBC 2015, and we'll see what happens. I myself have been influenced in blues and traditional and Chicago blues and blues rock, and there's a lot out there. But it all comes down to that it has its roots, and it has that sound. But for me, I always felt like it needs to progress. So my sound has those true elements of traditional blues, but with my own style, and it's like my own indie blues.